channel, it's Lewis here, and today we're going to be making cornflake tart. I will go through the ingredients for the pastry first. You will need 100 grams of chopped up butter, 225 grams of plain flour, some table salt, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. The tools you'll need is a baking tray, some grease-proof paper, a sieve and a big bowl. I will go through the ingredients for the filling of the cornflake tart when the pastry is chilling. But the first thing you'll want to do is get your sieve and pour the flour into the sieve, but make sure the sieve is above the bowl. And then you'll want to tap the sieve till all the flour has gone in. And once you've done that, you'll want to put the butter in and mix it with your hands with your hands. You will also need some flour for when you are kneading the dough for on the table when it's out of the bowl, so it doesn't get stuck. And you'll need the rice for when the pastry is cooking or chilling. You will put it on top of the greaseproof paper. Once that is all in, you want to get your chopped butter and put that into the flour. And then you want to get your hands, make sure they are washed like mine, and you want to squeeze the butter and the flour in between your fingers just like this. And it should look like breadcrumbs. But then once that is done, you want to add the water. It might take about 5 minutes to become breadcrumbs. You want to add a bit of the water, but you might not want to add all of it, just your own judgment. But once you've added whatever you want to make it into a dough. So you want to squeeze it all together so it becomes a dough. Once you have made it into a dough, you'll want to put it into cling film and let it chill in the fridge for half an hour. We had to use all 3 tablespoons of water because ours was a bit dry. So you want to wrap it in the cling film, and then you want to put it in your fridge for half an hour. Once it has been in the fridge for 30 minutes, you want to put your oven on at 200 degrees or gas mark 6. You want to get your pastry and you want to take it out of the cling film. Make sure to put the flour on the worktop so that the pastry doesn't stick. And then you want to get your rolling pin and roll the pastry out. It should be the same size as the cake tin and half a centimetre thick. I got my adult helper to help me roll it out, and I'm going to get my adult helper to help me put it into the cake tin because I don't want it to crack when I'm putting it in. Once you've got your adult helper or someone at home to help you put the pastry into the tin, you want to get some greaseproof paper, but as you can see it doesn't fit and it's not at the bottom. So what you want to do is you want to scrunch it up into a ball, just like this, and you want to extend it back out into whatever shape it was. And then you want to put it in, and it should go down. We're not going to trim the edges till it is cooked, because we're not. And then once you've put the greaseproof paper in, you want to get a bowl of rice, or however big your pastry is, and you want to pour all the rice on top of the greaseproof paper. Just like that. And then you want to put it in the oven for 15 minutes at 200 degrees or gas mark 6. This way of putting the rice on is called blind baking. You might want to get an adult to help you because it is near the heat. So I'll see you in 15 minutes. When the timer is about to go, you can get an adult or do it yourself. I'm going to get my adult helper to help me take it out. Once your adult helper is taking it out of the oven, you will want to grab your greaseproof paper. Be careful because it might be a bit hot. And you want to put it either in the bin or in a spare bowl. I'm going to put it in a spare bowl. You want to put the pastry in the oven for 5 minutes. While that is in the oven, I will go through the ingredients of the cornflake bit in the middle. You'll need 25 grams of smooth brown sugar, 50 grams of butter, 250 grams of cornflakes, 125 grams of syrup, and 125 grams of raspberry or strawberry jam. The first thing you'll want to do is get your pan and you want to put it on the hob. No, get your pan, put the butter and sugar and syrup into the pan. You might want to get a spatula like this to get the sugar out. You've got that out, you want to bring the pan over to your hobs and you want to turn it on and you want to melt that till it is all melted into a liquid. Once it is all melted like mine, you can add your 100 grams of cornflakes. And you want to stir that in. Your pastry should be nearly ready by now. So when it pings, like mine has, you'll want to take it out with a tea towel. You might want to get an adult to help. You'll want to take it out of the oven and you want to get a sharp knife like this and you want to cut the edges. Now everything is ready to be assembled. First thing you want to do is get a knife and you want to stir the jam with a fork to make it soft, and you want to pour the jam onto your dough, and then you want to spread it about. Make sure you get it everywhere. When that is done, you want to pour your cornflakes into the tart. You might want to get an adult to help you because this pan is very hot. You want to spread that evenly across the tart. This smells amazing. Then you can put it in the oven for 5 more minutes. And I'll see you in 5 more minutes. You can get an adult to help you take it out of the tin. I'm going to get an adult to help me take it out of the oven because it's going to be really hot. I got my adult helper to take it out of the tin and out of the oven, and now it is ready to eat. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.